hopefully this is a kind of a highway, but walkable, and I mean, I just searched the walking route on Google Map, and the map just told me that you could just turn around from here, and there's a trail, but I think the trail would be too much. Like, I just wanted to, kind of start walking. I take it as relieving my anxiety, but my friend, he's so busy whole day walking, and my sister at church is busy whole day volunteer, and that's why I'm like, better do something before my anxiety gets too bad. And I think, my sister didn't mention anything, but my friend was like, you needed to call therapist. You have a mental disease. I'm like, what? Fuck. If I didn't get along well with a southern owner and who hosted me at his property, but choose to get the fuck out of there and off his property and walk on my own, and that is considered I have a mental illness. So I'm like, this conversation didn't make me feel calmed down, but it triggered me more. So hopefully I'm walking here, I do not bump, or no cars or attackers like bump to me just because I'm trying to walk the hell out of my anxiety, and this kind of a, what do you call this, transitional, because we already set up the goal that the van is actually already purchased, and that's going to be my next residing spot. I would say a special room, and the next thing would be start my new work at the school bus district, and hopefully I could use this van. So many people are living in their minivan or huge van or huge camp, like the whole household living in a like big camp, and then budget wisely, and if they want to travel, and that's the best option, saving money from the hotels, and have a bunch of folks that may be using the same kind of a strategy to survive their life, to thrive their channel, and I think maybe I would join that kind of a great idea. Yes, sun suckers. I feel like some people is really fucking bizarre. They cannot enjoy their own fucking bee life by themselves. Always wanted to be around someone. Always wanted to join. So I was thinking about since LinkedIn sent me some notification, I just had a post about my new book that is go live on Amazon, and then they were like, now your post has 32 views. So I'm like, I'm quite surprised. You could something you choose to join, but something just happened like that. I'm like, they probably didn't want to waste my walking campaign. So I'm like, I didn't even plan on I'm going to set another campaign by walking around. But they're like, since your book is on live, your post is on our platforms, and then do not waste it. Do not waste this attention for potential market for profits and non-profits. Okay, so talking about the profits and the non-profits, I think if I'm going to do a book tour, and then it's a hot day. It's just like my head is all sweated, it's so wet. And I think the best of the starting spot for a book tour would be the main library at Palatine, because my new book, this witch book, this Nansen's book, has so much started, and even by the closing part of the content of all the chapters is at Palatine. But the library is like their policy so far is I could set up a event to, in the community and maybe introduce my book besides, my upgraded self-introduction. But the event would mostly be not for sales kind of a profit. And oh my god, it makes me feel like this is a pre-launch of a real estate career instead of a pre-launch of a writer and entrepreneur kind of a pre-launch, because there's so many articles related as you set up an event as a sales person or as a representative of the nonprofits. So I'm like, that's very, very nice of them to let me know. But oh shit, I think I dropped something. Yeah, but certainly, when you play on something that you feel like it definitely is a good idea, and very like content based is a good idea. Like if I go back to Palatine and then have all my friends, all the social workers, officers, and managers, and oh shit, to celebrate that after how long, a year and February and 2 months, and then finally the book was like made, produced, published from really a little bit of scratching that is very personal, kind of a conversation to a kind of a scale of the, or I would say a miniature of our society. And so the yes, so okay, so I would see if there could be like plan B and plan C. That would be also awesome plans for some like selling events, because if I made money now from my first published book, then at least I should have a minivan now that I could live in and could drive. And oh my god, so hopefully I would be able to make it a special event, and that could be beneficial for my career as well. And oh my god, the very nice thing about walking is it really helps with you sweat it, and then it sometimes it's helpful like a country road like this, not much traffic, not much kind of I call it like a really very distractive harassment, like their vehicles, and then So it could help me to like organize my thoughts. Besides, kind of really physically relieve my anxieties. But the shitty part is, once I started walking, even on the bright sunny day like this, I couldn't stop, because if I stand by right here under the I wish every mailbox would have a copy of my new book. That's my best wish for now. So once I stop, like right under the sun, I mean, very soon, after maybe like 2 or 3 minutes, then your body started to feel very chilly, because I am like sweating, already sweater slew from my top to my socks in the shoes, So I have to like keep walking until I get to the at least maybe a gas station, if not a bus station. Oh gosh. Oh my god. Okay, so I'll keep updating, and if you would like to support, please do reach out, and we can together make a leverage, and that would be really for the one of the best plans of the beginning of this year.